And I don't even think really grasped even after I won the championship. And people are like, man, they'll have comments and talk about, yo, that's the only championship he has. He's only uh he's a career, what do they say? A career, like he's a second option. He's, not better than this guy, not better than that guy. He's not this or that, right? And we could go on and on in terms of how I've been criticized, which is fair. Guys, I'm never going to be mad at the criticism. Let me tell it to all the media heads for the rest of my career and life. I'm never going to be mad at the criticism. I welcome it. Please. Healthy confrontation is always good, but criticizing without the intent to help someone grow is just bullshit, and it's a waste of people's time. Hating on somebody because you're not in their shoes is just some bullshit. So again, I'm not ever going to mislead you into a space where you're looking at me and saying I can't handle the confrontation or criticism. Now, have I always been able to handle it? No. But coming into this grand space of media over basketball and putting a ball in the hoop, and then you question who I am character wise, and then that flies, and then people are allowed to say random stuff about you all the time. Of course, that's going to get to a kid, right? But the reason why I'm telling you guys this is because when I was younger, I looked at it as I didn't really have control of my emotions, so I was just reacting out of spite, right? And a lot of my decisions when I was younger, I was reacting out of spite. I was so reactionary instead of just breathing. And when I won my championship in 2016, that arguably is the best championship of all time. I don't think any, I know that someone may have a better story, but to accomplish that like that, I mean, it's hard to top a certain championship where you go game 7 into the game and you hit, you know what I mean, one of the greatest shots of all time, but also we have one of the greatest teams of all time where timing is everything. We accomplish what we want. And I didn't even know how to celebrate myself after that. I was so competitively driven. I was such a huge critic of myself. What's up, Papas? That I didn't even get to enjoy it. And I think that's what happens. You ate all your food? Good job, son. Come back. Good job, Elohim. I love you. You want a hug? Okay, I'll give you a hug afterwards, okay? I'll give you a hug once you wait, all of it. Okay, you gotta ask mom if you can be on stream. Ask mom if you can be on stream. Okay. Um, shout out to my sons, you guys. Kyrie and Elohim, man, I love them boys. Shout out to my daughter as well as Zori. Nah, but I'm sharing this with you guys because I was so fucking like locked in, but also I didn't know how to what? By the way, if anybody has kids, please protect your kids by all means. A lot of people do weird shit on the internet. A lot of people do weird shit with kids' images. Please don't. Please don't. Yeah. I ain't with that. That's why I don't really post my kids. That's why I've, posted a few pictures of my daughter here and there, but I don't really post pictures of my kids and things like that. Man, there's a lot of weird shit that goes on with that. A lot of spiritual consequences of that too. A lot of weird shit goes on. Just y'all hear from me. There's a reason why I don't like to post my kids and my wife and things of that nature. Weird shit, weirdo behavior. Nothing to do with that. I don't want nothing to do with it. Okay, anything to do with it. Okay, back to what I was saying. Okay, so when I was after I won the championship, it was the weirdest thing is because I partied my ass off. Don't get me wrong, and I used to be into a lot of shit. I'm not, it's just I used to be into a lot of shit, and I would say to everybody that the truth is this: when you get success very early on in your life, how you deal with it is everything. And success is relative, right? Because somebody may get a certain accomplishment and they be like, "Oh, I'm not successful yet." I mean, do that. That's cool. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about those that get the success and they're like, "Yo, I've made it." The reason why I'm sharing this with you guys is because in my 20s, I didn't know how to celebrate or have fun without getting shit faced or doing a bunch of shit that probably wasn't best for my health. And this is why the lifestyle of entertainment is quote unquote like taboo for people to talk about you know, how awkward it is to be in this role, to be like quote unquote famous as a celebrity, and then to be in a club and then to have somebody recording you when you're just trying to have a good time.